Hi guys, it's Kasha and I'm here at my 14-week update and I'm finally in my second trimester. You have no idea the relief and excitement. I almost feel like the pregnancy is new or something, or it's like finally getting to that second trimester milestone. It feels like, yes, now I can celebrate. I'm actually pregnant. It's a real thing. So yeah, this past week I've just felt really excited. I've been full of pregnancy excitement. I've been finding that I think a lot more about the baby. I imagine what it's going to look like, what it's going to be like. I find myself getting really excited to have a baby. You know, I'm doing a lot more imagining like that. Like for the whole first trimester, I was so focused on my health and what was going on with me and my body. You know, I was so focused on like the changes that were happening to me. But now I feel like I'm focused on the baby. Like it's actually a baby, it's there, it's probably going to be, you know, a normal pregnancy at this point. The miscarriage rate drops off significantly when you get to the second trimester. So yeah, I'm super excited now that I'm in my second trimester. And about that, and this probably has a lot to do with my excitement, I also had my 13-week NT scan about a week ago. As I'm filming this, it was about a week ago that I did that. And we got to see our baby. It was just, oh my gosh, it was the craziest thing. This ultrasound, guys, it was totally different than the last ultrasound that I've had, because now it actually looked like a baby. I mean, it was just the craziest experience. I don't know how to describe it to you. It's like I have seen so many ultrasound pictures in my life, but when it's yours, like when you're seeing your baby for the first time, like seeing it, you know, look like a baby and act like a baby, it just is so incredible. So we got in there and my husband was with me as always. And as soon as, you know, we could see the baby, it was incredibly active. It was so cute. Like, it was just the cutest thing. It was moving around. It was turning back and forth this way. You know, it kept like flipping that way. It also flipped forward. Like, it did a full somersault while we were watching it. It was playing with its hands and also touching its face. Like, we could see it like doing this sort of stuff. And at one point, I swear it looked like it was trying to suck its thumb. I don't know if it actually did, but it was like, it went like this, and it was like putting its thumb up against its mouth. So it was just adorable. So yeah, and then about that scan, it's just the first part of the Nuchal translucency test. Round one, you get the ultrasound, and then they measure the space at the back of the neck, and then you also get a blood test. And then I get the second part of that test at week 16. So I don't have any results yet, but just from the ultrasound, we could see that it was 7 centimeters from crown to rump. So that's just a little over 3 inches, which is pretty big. Like, you know, that's significantly bigger than it was several weeks ago. Its heart rate was 164, which is what it has been up until this point. It's been in the 160s, so that's really good. And yeah, everything looked great. I tried, guys, to get the ultrasound tech to give me a guess about the gender, but this tech didn't seem really into that. I've heard some people who have stories in the ultrasound techs they get, you know, they'll humor you at least, and they'll say, oh yeah, well, look at, you know, it might be this. This one, she seemed hesitant to even go there, because I bet you they've been told, like, this early, like a 13-week scan, not to give any guesses about the gender because it's still too early. So she seemed kind of reluctant to even, you know, try to see the gender. So anyway, at least I tried to get a guess, but I didn't. So we still don't know the gender. We don't have a guess as to the gender, but I want to mention, in case you're wondering, I am going to find out the gender when I have my anatomy scan, which should happen around the 20-week mark. It's not scheduled yet, but usually happens around 20 weeks. So when I find out, I will film a gender reveal for you guys, and you will find out too. So you can be excited about that. I know I am. All right, other than that, the only new symptom I've had this week is what I think is round ligament pain. So I've been getting this thing where if I'm like lying down or sitting down and then I get up suddenly, like change position suddenly, I get this sharp pain, like a lightning bolt pain on the low sides of my abdomen. Like it's low down and it's on the sides. And I looked it up because I was wondering if that was round ligament pain. And from what I read in What to Expect When You're Expecting, it did describe round ligament pain like that. Like they said it can be like a sharp shooting pain, and it happens, it's likely to happen when you switch position quickly, like what I said, like if I stand up really fast from a sitting position. So I have noticed a little bit of pain, but it only happens sometimes, and if it does happen, I just sort of like have to pause and wait, and then I stand up slowly and it's fine. So that's one new symptom, is what I think is round ligament pain. Other than that, I wanted to mention to you guys that I have been so into Mexican food lately. Like I've been craving Mexican food like crazy, and I know you're probably thinking, well, how can you eat Mexican food if you're low carb? Because, you know, it's tons of rice and beans and flour tortillas. You're right. Well, I don't eat any of that stuff, but what I've been doing to satisfy my Mexican craving is making taco salad. So I basically just, you know, do like a bed of lettuce and then chop up some avocado, you know, all low carb, and then I top that with taco meat. So I've been using ground beef, which is another thing I've been craving, is beef, which is odd because I really don't eat a lot of beef. I'm not even that big of a meat eater, but I've been craving that. So I put the taco meat on top of my salad, and then on top of that I put some cheese, some salsa, sour cream, and then some Tabasco sauce, because that's the other thing I've been craving, is spicy. Like everything I eat is spicy. So that's weird. Like I've been eating taco salad now for probably the last 2 weeks. I mean, not for every meal or anything like that, but it's just so good. You know, I can't get enough of these taco salads that I'm making, and especially the spicy. Like I've been dousing it with my Tabasco sauce. So that's a weird craving I've been having. About my diabetes related symptoms, you know, it's been a great week. I think the previous week frustrated me enough because I had some high blood sugars that really were my fault, because I snacked on some stuff that I shouldn't have, and so my number, you know, they went higher than they should have been, and I got so frustrated with myself for doing that, that this week I've been like super militant about it. Like you will follow all these rigid rules. And anyway, it's worked. I've been like really on top of things, and I've just had a great week. I feel really, really good about that. And, you know, I am going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on the fact that I had such a good week, because with diabetes and pregnancy, you never know. It's like totally a one day at a time type of thing. Like you just take one day at a time. You do the best you can day by day. And inevitably, you're going to have bad days and you're going to have good days. So I'm just focusing on the fact that I had a really good week in terms of blood sugars. Alright, so I'm going to end my update with just a very quick belly shot. This shirt is kind of loose, but here it is from the side. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my 14-week update. As always, if you have any comments or questions or anything, I'm more than happy to answer those if you just leave them down in the comments, or you can always send me a message over YouTube as well. I'll respond to those, whatever you prefer. And yeah, I hope you guys had a great week, and I will see you next week for week 15. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Week 15 feels like it's almost to week 20. Week 15 feels like, well, that's only 5 more until week 20. And week 20 is like the midpoint of your pregnancy. So whoa, this thing is happening really fast. So yeah, I'll see you next week for week 15. Bye guys.